Breaking news right now at 10 relating to this viral video showing a North Carolina state trooper speeding fast and furious down the wrong side of the highway. We know that officer was responding to a street racing competition disrupting traffic on Highway 321 near Newton. 7 people now facing charges. Our David Centendry joining us now to explain all the details behind this. David?
Yeah, Brian, like you were saying, speed racing is what the Highway Patrol says had one of its own racing. These BMW cars is what he was going after. Many drivers, though, say the actions of this trooper could have made this story much worse.
A state trooper shown on camera flying down Highway 321 in Newton in the wrong direction, all while dodging unexpected drivers on Sunday.
If I seen a car coming at me in the opposite direction, I probably would either swerved or did something, you know.
I just wouldn't have known what to do.
It's video that's been shared thousands of times across Facebook. Drivers not sure what they would do if they were met head-on with this trooper.
Probably would have panicked a little bit and tried to pull over. I don't really know. I'm not that experienced with driving, so.
The North Carolina State Highway Patrol tells Fox 46 Charlotte it's reviewing the circumstances surrounding this video and that it's related to, believe it or not, arrests for illegal speed racing. These 5 BMW vehicles were seized and 7 people were arrested for speed racing or charges related to speed racing.
That's pretty bad. I think that a police ought to be on the right side of the road even though he is chasing somebody.
Surely they had their lights and sirens going, you know.
Well, you can't tell exactly from this video if the trooper's lights are on or off, but you cannot hear any sirens.
You know, that could cause more accidents and more trouble than what the racers was doing.
The 7 men arrested, all from out of state, most in their early to mid-20s, Brian.
Well, David, you said all out of state. What were they doing here in the first place?
This was actually, according to the attorney for a handful of these men, somewhat of an organized BMW road trip. Some people coming from Pennsylvania, from Florida, all over. They tell me that BMW is actually sponsoring part of this event, had a film crew out here showing what was going down.
Wow, pretty dangerous activity. You have to see what happens to this trooper. All right, David, thank you.
North Carolina state trooper caught on camera driving the wrong way. Catawba County, NC, the State Highway Patrol announced Tuesday a state trooper has been placed on administrative duty after a video surfaced online of the trooper speeding down the wrong way of Highway 321 in Newton. Trooper T.J. Williamson has been placed on administrative duty pending an internal investigation. He's been employed with the patrol since August 2016 and is assigned to Troop F, District 5 Highway Patrol in Hickory. According to the State Highway Patrol, in the video Trooper Williamson was responding to a call for illegal speed racing. On Sunday, July 16 around 4:20 p.m. State Highway Patrol received information from multiple drivers that a group of sports cars were speeding and running other vehicles off the road on US 321 in Catawba County. A total of 5 vehicles were seized and accused of being involved in a prearranged speed competition. 7 people were arrested on speed-related charges. Still, many drivers believe there had to have been a better way for the trooper to go after the racers. G. When any officer of the law discovers that any person has operated or is operating a motor vehicle willfully in prearranged speed competition with another motor vehicle on a street or highway, he shall seize the motor vehicle and deliver the same to the sheriff of the county in which such offense is committed, or the same shall be placed under said sheriff's constructive possession if delivery of actual possession is impractical, and the vehicle shall be held by the sheriff pending the trial of the person or persons arrested for operating such motor vehicle in violation of subsection A of this section. The sheriff shall restore the seized motor vehicle to the owner upon execution by the owner of a good and valid bond, with sufficient sureties, in an amount double the value of the property, which bond shall be approved by said sheriff and shall be conditioned on the return of the motor vehicle to the custody of the sheriff on the day of trial. of the person or persons accused. Upon the acquittal of the person charged with operating said motor vehicle willfully in prearranged speed competition with another motor vehicle, the sheriff shall return the motor vehicle to the owner thereof. Notwithstanding the provisions for sale set out above, on petition by a lien holder, the court, in its discretion and upon such terms and conditions as it may prescribe, may allow reclamation of the vehicle by the lien holder. The lien holder shall file with the court an accounting of the proceeds of any subsequent sale of the vehicle and pay into the court any proceeds received in excess of the amount of the lien. GS 20 to 141.3 page 2. Upon conviction of the operator of said motor vehicle of a violation of subsection A of this section, the court shall order a sale at public auction of said motor vehicle, and the officer making the sale, after deducting the expenses of keeping the motor vehicle, the fee for the seizure, and the costs of the sale, shall pay all liens, according to their priorities, which are established, by intervention or otherwise, at said hearing or in other proceeding brought for said purpose, as being bona fide, and shall pay the balance of the proceeds to the proper officer of the county who receives fines and forfeitures to be used for the school fund of the county. All liens against a motor vehicle sold under the provisions of this section shall be transferred from the motor vehicle to the proceeds of its sale. If, at the time of hearing, or other proceeding in which the matter is considered, the owner of the vehicle can establish to the satisfaction of the court that said motor vehicle was used in prearranged speed competition with another motor vehicle on a street or highway without the knowledge or consent of the owner, and that the owner had no reasonable grounds to believe that the motor vehicle would be used for such purpose, the court shall not order a sale of the vehicle but shall restore it to the owner, and the said owner shall, at his request, be entitled to a trial by jury upon such issues. If the owner of said motor vehicle cannot be found, the taking of the same, with a description thereof, shall be advertised in some newspaper published in the city or county where taken, or, if there be no newspaper published in such city or county, in a newspaper having circulation in the county, once a week for 2 weeks, and by handbills posted in 3 public places near the place of seizure, and if said owner shall not appear within 10 days after the last publication of the advertisement, the property shall be sold, or otherwise disposed of in the manner set forth in this section. When any vehicle confiscated under the provisions of this section is found to be specially equipped or modified from its original manufactured condition so as to increase its speed, the court shall, prior to sale, order that the special equipment or modification be removed and destroyed and the vehicle restored to its original manufactured condition. However, if the court should find that such equipment and modifications are so extensive that it would be impractical to restore said vehicle to its original manufactured condition, then the court may order that the vehicle be turned over to such governmental agency or public official within the territorial jurisdiction of the court as the court shall see fit, to be used in the performance of official duties only, and not for resale, transfer, or disposition other than as junk, provided that nothing herein contained shall affect the rights of lien holders and other claimants to said vehicles as set out in this section.
Hey, Sheriff, we have a question about why your office, your intelligence division, is investigating private citizens for criminal investigation that happen to be activists that are overseeing your department. Why would you have your intelligence division investigate private citizens? We have done...
For life hating so much.
Sir, we don't hate anyone. We love freedom and we love American people. And government is out of control. That's why you're seeing such a revolt nationwide. Why can't you just answer, why is Susan Edwards, your intelligence division, investigating private citizens? This should not happen.
Are you here to apply for a job?
Possibly I might be applying for a job, but that's irrelevant to my question. Why would you ask that question?
Well, enjoy the fair.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Excuse you?
Excuse me, sir.
So those of you that haven't
Wow.
been on a bike before, we're
Sheriff's
just
getting a little too pushy. You work for us, Sheriff. Just keep that in mind. At one time we respected you, but not with that type of attitude.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheep up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Sheriff County COPWATCH with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if some, if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave a let's say, actually, yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But, you know, do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, you know, at least I can do it. You know, 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea, too, that we have is, you know, if I got, you know, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. You know, 47,000 of you so far right now. You know, $1 a day. I mean, $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.